Is Riyadh needlessly mixing politics in matters concerning religion and faith? Syrian authorities are now claiming that the Saudi government refused to sign the annual Hajj Accord despite all necessary steps and measures by the Syrian Hajj authorities, effectively banning Syrian Muslims from carrying out the Hajj pilgrimage this year, which is perhaps the holiest and most important religious responsibility of Muslims. The ban is the latest in a string of moves by Riyadh against the Syrian regime of President Bashar al-Assad. Remember, Saudi Arabia has repeatedly asked President Bashar to step down and relinquish power, calling on international powers to intervene in the months of bloody violence in Syria. Tough questions are now being asked about whether the Saudi Wahhabi influence is being dangerously extended across the Arab and Islamic world at all costs. And joining us for more perspective on what's going on in the Arab and Islamic world is West Asia expert Dr. Wael Awad. Thank you very much, Dr. Awad, for sparing the time. When Syrian authorities say they've done everything within their ability to get the Hajj Accord signed this year, as it does every year, do you really see in it a move by the Saudi government to clamp down further on President Bashar al-Assad's regime?
Well, as you know, according to the system they follow in the Saudi Arabia, every country have a special Hajj committee where they meet with the Saudi authorities and they decide on the quota for each country.
Right.
So Syrian government have done their job and also in this regard, and they were supposed to be around 300,000 Syrian Hajj this year, but because of the Saudi government and the Hajj committee authorities have told the Syrian authority that it is in the decision in the hand of the foreign minister, which has been provocative, and the Syrian government felt that they are politicizing an issue which has so much of sentiments among the Syrian Muslims who are eager to go and fulfill their duties as a Muslim in this world.
All right, but that's the point, isn't it, Dr. Awad? Is this not a very dangerous move to mix regional politics with religion and what is essentially a very vital right of every Muslim?
It's absolutely wrong to do it, to politicize the issue, and I think the Saudis government need to clarify its position and really amend it by calling immediately the meeting with the committee of the Syrian Hajj if they are really interested in solving the problem amicably, rather than claiming that they have not denied when the Syrian government have done everything in its part to fulfill, but they have denied them the Syrian airlines to go there. They have closed their consulate which issued the visa in Syria. They have also refused to accept the Syrian request for a meeting, so and officially to meet with them. And all these issues, now you're denying this, and this is being a Muslim country. You are the custodian of the holy shrines in Mecca, and you should not really go into that low esteems of denying, especially at the time when people saying you are lying also openly about the Syrian request.
Let me ask you this: do you see this as further evidence of the Sunni Wahhabism interfering with regional politics and trying to have a greater say in the politics across the Islamic Maghreb?
Well, there is no doubt in the mind of the Syrian government and the people of Syria that this is an interference by the Saudi government in the affairs of religious issues, which the Saudis happen to be the custodian of these holy shrines, and they should not have mixed the politics with the religion, and therefore any kind of politicizing a religious issue by some of the Saudis officials, it is merely a suicidal operation, because everywhere in the Islamic and the Arab world will be looking at future relation with Saudi Arabia, that they should not be in a position to do the mess. I'm sure the Saudi government realize their importance and their responsibility as a religious body, as a religious state, to do it and really satisfy all the Muslims all over the world, because this is a place where globally approached by all the Muslims, not only by particular a religion or a sect in that religion that deny the rest of the Muslims to do their duty.
All right, we'll have to leave it at that. But thanks very much, Dr. Wael Awad, for joining us with your perspective on the world.